Imagine being transported into a serene landscape masterpiece right in your backyard. Picture a lush, meticulously designed rock garden, a tableau of tranquility hewn from stone and greenery. This is the art of rock gardening. But where does this art form find its roots? The tradition of rock gardens stretches back centuries, deeply embedded in the rich tapestry of Japanese and Chinese cultures. These gardens were not just for aesthetics, they were a philosophical endeavor, a way to bring the harmony of nature into everyday living spaces. They were a testament to the delicate balance between the ruggedness of rocks and the soft touch of moss, a symphony of texture and color that whispered tales of ancient times. And today, this age-old art form continues to flourish, transforming ordinary backyards into tranquil oases. An ordinary backyard can become a tranquil oasis with the art of rock gardening. A rock garden is not just a visual delight, but a reservoir of many benefits. Picture this: a space that once demanded constant attention now stands transformed into a serene, self-sustaining oasis. Yes, that's one of the many charms of a rock garden. They require remarkably low maintenance, making them a perfect choice for those with a busy schedule or little inclination for constant gardening. But the benefits don't stop there. These rock havens are also champions of drought resistance. In a world where water conservation is becoming increasingly important, rock gardens stand as a testament to sustainability. The rocks retain moisture, reducing the need for frequent watering, and the plants typically chosen for these gardens are often those that thrive in drier conditions. Now let's move from the practical to the spiritual. Rock gardens are not just about landscaping, they serve a deeper purpose. These gardens are a sanctuary of mindfulness and relaxation. The very act of walking through a rock garden, observing the intricate balance of rocks and plants, can be a meditative experience. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, even if just for a moment. So when you look at a rock garden, see beyond the physical, see the harmony, the resilience, the tranquility. Rock gardens are more than just stones and plants, they are a symbiosis of nature and tranquility. Creating a rock garden is an art that requires understanding of certain principles. The design of a rock garden is like composing a symphony. Each element, each stone, each plant plays a vital role in creating harmony. The first principle to understand is that of scale. Just as a symphony wouldn't be complete without the varying tones of different instruments, a rock garden needs variation in the size of rocks and plants. Balance is the next principle. This doesn't necessarily mean symmetry, but rather a sense of equilibrium. Think of your rock garden as a seesaw. If one side is overloaded with large rocks, the other side needs something to counterbalance it. This could be a cluster of smaller rocks, or a tall, eye-catching plant. Simplicity is another key principle in rock garden design. The beauty of a rock garden lies in its minimalism, its ability to capture the essence of nature without unnecessary embellishment. This isn't to say your rock garden should be barren or boring, rather it's about choosing each element with intention. Every rock, every plant should serve a purpose, whether it's to add texture, contrast, or color. Now, onto the fun part, choosing the right stones and plants. When selecting rocks, consider their shape, color, and texture. Look for rocks that mimic the ones found in natural landscapes. Rounded river rocks, rugged mountain stones, smooth slate. Each brings a different feel to your garden. And remember, rocks are the stars of your garden, so choose ones that you love. When it comes to plants, choose species that thrive in your local climate and soil conditions. Rock gardens are typically home to hardy, low-growing plants that can handle the rocky terrain. Consider succulents, mosses, alpine flowers, or hardy grasses. And don't forget about color. A splash of vibrant flowers amidst the earthy tones of the rocks can create a striking contrast. Remember, arranging your rocks and plants is not about perfection, but about creating a space that feels natural and harmonious. Experiment, play around, and most importantly, have fun. Designing a rock garden is about connecting with nature, expressing your creativity, and creating a space that brings you peace and joy. With the right elements in place, your rock garden can mirror the beauty of natural landscapes. Ready to create your own rock garden? Let's dive into the steps. First things first, planning. Just like an artist with a blank canvas, you need to envision the final picture before you start. Sketch your garden layout on paper, paying attention to the natural features of your space. Think about where you want your rocks, plants, and maybe even a little pond or a waterfall. Remember, it's your canvas, so let your imagination run wild. Now that you've got a plan, it's time to prepare the soil. Depending on the plants you choose, you might need to adjust the soil's pH level. Some plants love acidic soil, while others prefer it more alkaline. So do your homework about your chosen plant's preferences. Next, it's time for the real stars of the show, the rocks. Choosing the right rocks can make or break your rock garden. The size, shape, and color of the rocks need to complement each other and the surrounding environment. You might want to use a mix of larger rocks to create focal points, medium-sized rocks to fill in gaps, and smaller rocks or gravel for pathways. Once you've selected your rocks, it's time to arrange them. Remember the principles of scale and balance we talked about? This is where they come into play. Try to mimic natural landscapes. Maybe arrange the rocks as if they've been shaped by centuries of wind and water. Now, onto the plants. When choosing plants for your rock garden, consider their size, color, and growth habits. You want to create a sense of harmony and balance. Consider using a mix of ground covers, small shrubs, and perennials for variety. And don't forget about the seasons. Choose plants that will provide year-round interest. Once you've chosen your plants, it's planting time. Dig a hole that's just deep enough for the plant's roots. Place the plant in the hole, and firmly press the soil around it. Remember, some plants prefer their roots to be slightly above the soil, so do your research. And finally, the most important part, care. A rock garden might be low maintenance, but it still needs some love. Water your plants, prune them when necessary, and keep an eye out for pests. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to creating your own rock garden. Remember, it's not about creating a perfect garden, but a garden that reflects you and brings you peace. A well-planned and executed rock garden can transform any space into a peaceful retreat. Looking for inspiration? There are numerous rock garden styles to explore. Our journey begins with the Zen rock garden. Originating in Japan, these spaces are designed to embody tranquility and simplicity. The key elements here are minimalism and symbolism, with rocks often arranged in harmonious clusters to mimic islands or mountain ranges amidst a sea of raked gravel. Next, we delve into the alpine rock garden. Inspired by the rugged beauty of mountain landscapes, these gardens are characterized by their use of rocks and boulders as well as alpine plants. The goal is to recreate the raw, yet enchanting allure of high-altitude landscapes right in your backyard. And then there's the modern minimalist rock garden. True to its name, this style leans towards a clean, sleek look. Less is more here, with a focus on a simple color palette and carefully chosen rocks and plants that create a feeling of calm and order. There's also room for your own creativity. Rock gardens are not one-size-fits-all. You can mix and match elements from different styles or even create your own style. What matters is that your rock garden reflects your personal taste and creates a space where you can find peace and serenity. Remember, a rock garden is not just a collection of rocks and plants. It's a reflection of nature's beauty, a place of calm amidst the chaos of life. Each rock garden style offers a unique interpretation of nature's serenity. Now picture your own space. How would you transform it? Imagine the potential of your own backyard, your balcony, or even a small corner of your living room. Picture the rocks you'd choose, the plants you'd nurture, the tranquil beauty you could create right there. Consider the balance you'd like to strike, the simplicity you'd aim for, and the harmony you'd establish. Think about the mornings you'd spend in the quiet of the dawn, watching the dew glisten on the moss-covered rocks. Imagine the evenings where the setting sun casts long shadows, transforming your rock garden into a landscape of serenity and peace. Picture the satisfaction of creating a space that not only enhances the aesthetic appeal of your home but also serves as a sanctuary for your mind and soul. And as you imagine, remember this journey of transformation begins with a single step. Embrace the transformative power of nature and start planning your rock garden today.